Becky. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys know me, you know that we are pretty good about eating organically and naturally. I'm really good about trying to find natural and organic body products and things for my girls and me, but there are a couple products that I know are not healthy and maybe not good for me, but I just can't quit them. They're so good. It's so convenient. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 4 of my unhealthy favorites that I just can't quit. And the first thing that I cannot stop eating, even though I know it's bad for me, and I shared it in some of my grocery hauls, is the Ghirardelli brownies that my husband and I eat every Saturday night. We usually have a treat every Saturday night with a movie that we watch, and so used to be chips and salsa. It has now turned into brownies every Saturday, and we were letting the girls eat them too until recently I discovered that the brownies that we get, and pretty much every brownie on the shelf, has GMOs. There's a lot of information about GMOs and how they are risky and potentially harmful for you, but I just cannot find an organic and or GMO-free version of a brownie that's actually good. And I really have a hard time because I love brownies so much. I love chocolate so much. And the Ghirardelli brownies are really the best ones. So that is something that I know I should probably not be eating. I don't let my girls eat them anymore, but I just cannot stop eating them. Another unhealthy favorite that I can't stop using is dry shampoo. I work out 5 to 6 days a week and I have a lot of hair, and so I don't have time to wash my hair every day, or sometimes even every other day. I usually go 3 days between washing. So I'm washing my hair between 2 and sometimes 3 times a week. So I need dry shampoo to get me through until I can wash it again. And I've tried the natural, dry shampoos. I've tried baking soda or powder or whatever it is you're supposed to sprinkle. Nothing works as good as a good old-fashioned spray it in your hair dry shampoo. I pretty much always use the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo, and I do think that the ingredients in that one are a little bit better than some, but I know it's got some other things in it that aren't the greatest for you, especially because you're spraying it in the air, and then some of that is probably going in your lungs. Not to mention the fact that dry shampoo is not really that good for your hair. It clogs up your follicles, which can lead to hair loss and blocks the natural oils that you need in your hair. So I really just have not found a good natural, healthy alternative to that either. Another unhealthy product that I know I should probably transition over to something more natural is feminine products. And of course, nobody wants to talk about feminine products, but it's something that we need every single month. And there's a lot of controversy over the chemicals and the ingredients that are in conventional feminine products, whether that be pads or tampons. There's the issue with bleach and the different chemicals they use to absorb everything that it needs to absorb. And so when it comes to feminine products, that's not really something that I want to go through a lot of trial and error to find one that works. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of like trying to find a good baby diaper that works. And it can be quite messy if you don't find a good one. And plus, they're really expensive. If you see a lot of those like organic pads or tampons or anything like that, they are very, very pricey. And I feel like feminine products are extremely pricey anyway. So to get even more expensive ones, it's just something that I never really thought that much about. But having 2 girls, I will probably be a lot more motivated now to really research that, because when I was growing up and started needing feminine products, there was none of this talk about organic and bleach and BPA and all these chemicals. I mean, nobody cared. Nobody talked about that. You just bought what you bought and you dealt with it, and nobody thought a thing about it. Now we know a lot more. Sometimes knowledge can be a little bit too obnoxious because it gives you all these things to think about and all this research to do and choices to make, but I think it's good that we do have choices and do have options. So it is something that I do plan on looking into, especially for my girls, because I don't want them to be using these things if they're really that bad for you. So I need to do more research about that. You guys can let me know if you use any natural or healthier alternatives to conventional pads or tampons. Let me know what works for you so that I can maybe save a little bit of the legwork that I'm gonna have to do to find a good one. You guys let me know if you have any suggestions for me in that department in the comments below, because I really would like to know kind of what's out there and what works without having to go through that trial and error process. The 4th unhealthy favorite that I really can't stop using is just general cosmetics. Kind of like the same thing with the feminine products. I've gotten so used to buying the same types of cosmetics and getting things from, Ulta or Sephora or the drugstore. It never really occurred to me what's in those things, and I do know there are some products that they use that, have additives and chemicals and things that are not good for you, but it just never occurred to me. And it really didn't even become a thought until I had kids, and then you start thinking what you're putting on them, and it kind of makes you evaluate what you're putting on yourself as well. So Again, with having to go out and like replace all my makeup with new foundation and powder and blush and eyeliner and eyeshadow and lipstick and lip gloss and all that stuff seems a little bit overwhelming. I don't really know how necessary it is. I know a lot of people are very adamant about it. You know, don't use regular cosmetics. You need to get organic, natural, blah, blah, blah over here. Other people, they don't think it's that big of a deal. It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt you that long. You know, that's not going to hurt you over the length of your lifetime to use these things. So I know there are definitely different opinions about it. And it's just one of those things that never really occurred to me. So those are my 4 unhealthy favorites that I really just cannot stop using. If you guys have any recommendations for me of anything that I should try to replace these things, then I would really appreciate it. One thing I have done though, and you guys, I've talked about this before, is a natural aluminum-free, paraben-free deodorant that actually works. I have done a lot of research and a lot of the legwork, trial and error process to find a natural deodorant that actually works. I was finding all these and they may smell great and do all this other junk, but then they didn't work. So what good does that do? So what good does it do to have a natural deodorant that doesn't work and then you end up going back to your unhealthy conventional deodorant because your natural deodorant didn't work as soon as you started to sweat? So I really, really love Native deodorant. I talked about it in favorites videos. I talked about it in my summer, like what to wear when you're gonna be sweating video. I really, really love it. So far, it has not let me down. I have worn it now for about, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, something like that. I've worn it to Disney. I wear it every day when I work out. I mean, it's just the perfect natural deodorant that actually works. And I love how Native has fun scents, because a lot of times if you find a natural deodorant, they're just unscented, which is fine. When Native does have unscented deodorant too, but I personally like to have a scented deodorant, as long as it's not going to conflict with my perfume or whatever. So it doesn't, but they're just really fun scents they have, and they have seasonal scents that come out. So at Christmas, kind of winter time, they have those type of seasonal scents. They just came out with their summer line of deodorant, so they have like coconut and hibiscus and a bunch of different scents that came out just for summer, and those are kind of limited, but then they'll come out with new ones in the fall. So I really love Native. If you guys are looking for a natural, aluminum-free, paraben-free deodorant that actually works and is made with ingredients that you can pronounce and that are good for you, definitely check out Native. This video is not sponsored. I just really love them, and I think, you know, it is hard to go natural. It is hard to find healthier alternatives to conventional things, like I said with the feminine products or the brownies. I mean, it's really hard to go through that process of finding something that is just as good or almost as good as the conventional version, but that's actually affordable and tastes good. You know, it's hard. And I've done all the legwork for you guys in that department. So if you're looking for a natural deodorant and you want to start switching over some of your conventional products to healthier versions, I highly recommend Native. I have a link for them below, as well as a coupon code for 10% off. If you guys are interested, try it out, return it. If you don't like it, no questions asked, so you're really not risking anything. But it definitely could be something that you find that you really do love and enjoy, and get rid of that nasty aluminum deodorant that you're currently using. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you want to see 2 of my older videos, you can click the links right here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, and you definitely should, you can click right here. I upload every single week. I have some links in the description box for some of my favorite stores and products, as well as my P.O. Box address. Check out those links if you're interested in those, and I will see you guys in the next video.